Good morning. It is October 9th, 2024. On this video, I want to give you an unboxing and a first look at this DeLonghi, I think that's how you pronounce it, micathermic panel heater. This is basically a radiator style heater, almost, but not quite. It does not have a fan. I personally think that's the best type of heater to get, is something that does not have a fan, because the ones with the fan, honestly, there's just more to go wrong. I've had one with a fan before, and I bought it in 2020, and then about a year to a year and a half later, it completely seized up, stopped working. I couldn't fix it, and it just became unsafe. So, now granted, it was probably a cheap piece of junk heater, but I personally prefer the radiant style heaters. I had a Lasco baseboard type heater that was kind of a low boy thing that sat on the floor, that was long and stuff. Some of you may have seen that in the background of some of my other videos. That heater was purchased in 2014, and it literally just kept shutting off, at the end of last season. So I really didn't trust it. I think it was just becoming faulty, and it just kept cutting out on me, and it wouldn't heat up for more than a couple of minutes. But that lasted for 10 years, and it had a digital control, so I was honestly surprised that it lasted that long. But so that served me very well. So I wanted to look for something similar, and I did a lot of research and found that these micathermic panel type heaters tended to be a good option. This one has mechanical knobs, so I think it'll be a little bit more robust. I did a lot of research, a lot of reviews said that people had it for 5 years and it was going perfectly fine. And what's great about this is you can hang it on the wall if you want, or you can put it on its stand here with the wheels. That's what I'm going to do. I don't have wall space to hang it, and we rent this house, and I don't want to do that if I don't have to. So yeah, hopefully this is good. I will unbox it and show you. I did buy this several months back with birthday money that I had, which was back in June. And yeah, so this was, after taxes and stuff, it was about $127. So not too outrageous, but not cheap either. When it comes to space heaters, I don't recommend going cheap. There's a lot of corners that are cut when you go cheap. and there can be safety issues. So, certainly if you buy an off-brand, but I did a lot of research. I couldn't find a single complaint about a fire or burning or cords shorting out or anything like that, and that's a common issue that I hear about with cheaper units. So, and it's October now. I bought this and had it delivered back in June, and it was still like 90 degrees or so. But I thought, I had the money, and I figured I'd invest in a new heater because I threw out my old one at the end of last season, like early spring. So, because I knew it was not going to make it through another season. I mean, it barely made it through last year. So, and I just use these heaters to just bring my personal bedroom up to a temperature that I like when I'm relaxing and hanging out. And that way we don't have to run the heat for the whole house really hot. We can just, heat the room that we're in and make ourselves comfortable. So, looks like you have an instruction manual on the top here. Hopefully all is good. I did not open this at all when I got it, and it's been a few months. So, that's the other thing is if you need heating devices, cooling devices, things like that, makes sense to buy them when they're off season because they can go on sale and they're not in high demand yet. People aren't thinking about I need heat when it's 90 degrees. So if you know you're going to need something, start looking in the off seasons because you may find some deals and you're almost guaranteed that they'll be in stock because nobody's thinking about it. So yeah, just more information about their other products, it looks like. Yeah. So this seemed to be like a pretty reputable brand from what I can find. And like I said, didn't see many complaints on it. So we will continue. Okay, it looks like we've got a box of something. So set that aside. And okay, so this is the unit itself. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to lay this on its side to get it out because this is not coming out easy. Okay, so there we go. There's the unit itself. Gonna get it unwrapped here. And it's starting to get chilly at night, so I don't know how much I'm gonna need this just yet, but I figured I would open it here on camera with you guys and have a first look at what this is. So it looks like we got the the unit itself, and you can see that's all it is. It's just a panel. It's really flat. It's got its controls here. So yeah, I don't know how all that works, but I'm a fan of the mechanical controls, if at all possible. A lot of things are going digital now, but I think the mechanical stuff is just more reliable and more robust. My last space heater lasted 10 years and it had electronic controls, but so I mean, you just don't know, but generally I prefer mechanical controls, if at all possible. So I'm gonna unwrap this cord here, and wow, that's really on there. Okay, there we go. So there we go. Seems to be a good, thick quality cord. Looks like the feet are in this, which we saw earlier on the top. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to see how these go on. I'll have to look at the directions. So looks like the feet are plastic. Pretty typical, but that's okay. So everything's well packaged. Seems like it's easy to get to. You don't have to rip open stuff. It just opens nicely, so that's nice. Package of hardware there. Okay, this looks like hardware for if you wanted to hang it on the wall. It's got anchors and screws and stuff. And if you wanted to hang it on the wall, you would just screw this in and then hang it by these points. But I'm not going to do that in my case. I'm going to have it on the floor. So I am gonna look here and see. Okay, so it looks like the feet go, I don't know if you can see that, but the feet go on the bottom here with these wing nuts. Looks pretty simple. So yeah, it's not like really cold yet, but it's like getting cooler in the house at night, and I figured I would get this out and figure it out. Because usually about October is when I pull space heater out. I don't usually turn the heat on for the whole house until about November. So, and then the wing nuts just go like this. On the bottom. I think. Oh, wait, no, they go on this one. Do they? Okay, I'm lost here. Wait a minute, do I have it backwards? Yeah, I think I did. I had it backwards, so. So yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry, I know this is tedious, but no tools are required, so that's kind of nice. Unless you want to hang it on the wall, but that's not what I'm doing in my case. But it's nice that it gives you flexibility. So if you wanted this on the wall, you can do that. And yeah. So, just snug it up with your fingers there. And then you can do it to the other side. It's probably easier if you put it upside down. Who knows what these tabs are for? Probably for if you wanted to hang it on the wall. So, but yeah, so this is an electric heater, so it's nothing too crazy. So yeah, so there it goes. Fits like a glove. I don't think it matters which foot goes on which. I think it just goes on in a certain direction. And yeah, so wow, these wing nuts are so easy to use. So yeah, heating season hasn't really officially started, but it's moving in that direction here in north central Kentucky, so yeah. So, and we do get cold here in Kentucky. I know some people don't think we do, but we do. It's yeah, we can get cold here in Kentucky for sure. So, just not as cold as places further north. So, anyway, there we go. It's all assembled. That was really easy. I have to clean up all this packaging material here. But looks like I got a fairly long cord here. pretty nice. So let me get all this packaging and stuff out of the way. Get all this. Out of the way. And probably keep the box just to store it in the summertime. Because I can just take the wing nuts off there and just slide it in the box. Keep it clean in storage. So, okay, well, let's see how we roll here. So, minimum, maximum. So, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like controls here, so I'll plug it in. And we will come up here close so you can see the controls here. So, looks like we have minimum, maximum, and off. There's a little light that comes on telling you that it's on and in working order. See that? So that's silent. We're on minimum here. Yeah. There's a little hum. But it's quiet. And it's heating up. So, yeah, I think this will be good. Put it to max. Oh, yeah. No weird smells, just obviously brand new, so it'll smell factory new. But, I mean, it's not a smoky or burny smell. Not really. So, yeah, I mean, it feels good. Yeah. So I think this will be a good one. Turn that off. So I think that'll be good. I will have an update for you guys when I have used it for a couple months and let you know how it's going. But so far, I kind of like it. So again, this is a DeLonghi micathermic panel heater. And from what I've heard in reviews and from research, people say this is one of the best space heaters you can get. Apparently even better than the the radiator, the oil-filled radiators, which I don't know, I've never had one of those, but, I considered one of those, but I saw reports of some leaking, some having overheating issues, and I just decided against it. So this has no oil, nothing like that, so should be good. But yeah, hope you found this informative. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.